Either arms, bigger transformation. And what I want to discuss is percussion therapy and why it's useful. I, for years, have searched for just this. I injured my hip, my knee, my ankles, and they kind of just kept happening more and more as the years went on. And I could tell my movement patterns had changed and altered. And I'd gone to doctors and they said the ligaments were stretched in my foot, and I just kind of basically had to deal with it. What I didn't understand, and I understand now, is that my right hip had become so tight from trying to strengthen the glute, like all information out there indicates that we should do. Yeah, I've studied martial arts. I've been training and exercising for about 20 years at this point, and have a vast knowledge of an array of different things, as well as a massage therapy background, KT taping, TRX, rip training. And I tried to apply all that knowledge before the percussion therapy, and there was nothing I could do to fix his hip, to get my movements back to where I felt I was comfortable doing. Percussion therapy allows you to start to break up the adhered fascia and start to regain mobility back in your movements, and that's what I found. Most specifically, in and around my hips. If you've kind of watched any of the videos that I put out there, I keep stressing the importance of loosening the hips. We don't realize how tight they get. We just assume everything's fine because the tissue is there. What we don't realize is the adhered tissue that's deeper, and we can break up with the vibrations of percussion. So think of, again, getting a massage. We're able to hit some of the layers, and if you spend enough time, you can really start to kind of move the tissue. But just imagine with vibration how much more you can achieve. Nobody's just really taking the time to kind of map out how do we get the most out of it, and that's exactly what I've been doing, is figuring out with my own body the best ways to achieve kind of goals of increasing range of motion, flexibility. I believe at this point now, I'm without a doubt that I can fix my right ankle, where the doctors had told me the ligaments had stretched and there's kind of nothing I can do. I believe it was my right hip that was forcing me to make that happen, and by doing so, I kept increasing the chances that I was going to injure it, because the ankle tissue just becomes so tight, and if I hit something the wrong way, it would just kind of go. So I'm in the midst of doing that now that I've kind of basically opened up this whole hip so that I can get better movement pattern. Still got to lengthen the hamstrings and a bunch of other stuff. It takes time. You got to think of, it's taken me over 20 years to get to this point, but basically in less than 3-4 months, I've been able to achieve things that I haven't been able to achieve in 15-20 years that I've been trying to achieve, just through exercise and kind of getting massages and whatnot, chiropractic visits. But now that I understand exactly kind of what happens to our body and how it changes over time, especially as we age through exercising and whatnot, we can use that to, again, kind of free up adhered tissue throughout the body and start eliminating some of these injuries that we encounter over the years. A lot of times there's no contact, nothing happens, and we all of a sudden get a pain. And everybody's like, why did it happen? It's our everyday movement patterns that make that happen. Even if we are exercising and things very rarely happen in the gym. It's outside the gym where it happens, where the tissue starts to kind of tighten up, especially at night when we're sleeping and things like that. This is where the percussion therapy comes in immensely helpful, because it allows that tissue to stay malleable and soft, so that you can manipulate it by manually or through exercise to regain movement pattern, regain strength. That's why we lose our strength, is our bodies start taking bad angles. Somebody can't squat down right, so they just keep working that squat, and they think they're doing it one way. If you take a video of them, they're like, oh my God, I didn't think I looked like that. So with percussion therapy, the kind of sky's the limit, and that's why I've been documenting it. I keep putting out the videos in terms of exercise that will help promote it, as well as the strengths that you're going to get from percussion therapy. If you have any questions, comments, please feel free to ask. Thank you.